You know, if I wanted to kill somebody, I'd take this book and beat you to death with it, and I wouldn't feel a thing. It'd be just like walking to the drugstore.
They say that the most dangerous place on earth is in the mind of a killer. When we think of serial killers, we often picture men, but the pages of history reveal a chilling truth, that women too have walked this dark path.
In the ever-expansive realm of teeth-chattering true crime, there's absolutely no denying that the main focus is typically shined upon unfathomable serial killer cases that have shocked our society. However, the truth of the matter is that those cases are known worldwide and extremely well documented, while a variety of other cases are not. So, let's dive directly into this bubble of unlawful actions and explore 5 shocking true crime cases will chill you to the bone. The Dorothea Puente murder case.
She was Dorothea Puente, one of the most unlikely serial killers in Sacramento history. 29 years ago this week, detectives swarmed her home on F Street where she poisoned, killed, and buried her victim.
The concept of a killer. Granny might seem like an idea straight out of a horror movie plot, but the case being real is definitely a shock to the system. Dorothea Puente, known for running a boarding house in California during the 1980s, shocked the world when it came to light that she had been murdering her tenants to steal their Social Security checks. This revelation exposed a gruesome reality behind her seemingly innocent business facade. Puente's actions demonstrated a chilling disregard for human life and highlighted the vulnerability of those who trusted her as their landlord. Dubbed the Death House Landlady, Puente was eventually convicted of 3 of the murders and sentenced to life in prison, the Katherine Knight murder case. While this jaw-dropping case might be more known in Australia, where the crime itself took place years ago, a large portion of true crime fanatics likely won't know much about this case. Occurring back in 2000, Katherine Knight was arrested and convicted for the murder of her partner John Price, with Knight attempting to feed Price to his children for dinner. Knight even went as far as to serve pieces of Price alongside vegetables and gravy, although police were able to get involved before Price's children actually ate the dinner. Decades later, it's still one of the most shocking cases out there, the Taylor Shabazz murder case.
You two being intimate, having sex.
It was getting there.
It was getting there, okay. So will this be considered foreplay?
If the killer granny wasn't bizarre and ominous enough, then the murder case surrounding Taylor Shabazz will certainly turn some heads. While dating her boyfriend Shad Therian, the couple both frequently participated in erotic asphyxiation, using a metal chain on one occasion, which resulted in Therian's death. Shabazz then proceeded to sever his body parts and even placed his decapitated head in a bucket for his own mother to discover. A Brown County judge sentenced Taylor Shabazz, 25, for the February 2022 killing of Shad Therian, 24. A jury had convicted her in July of first-degree intentional homicide, third-degree sexual assault, and mutilating a corpse. Shabazz had pleaded not guilty, and not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect, but jury also found that she wasn't mentally ill when she killed Therian. That being said, it remains one of the most bizarre true crime cases ever. The Rod Ferrell murder case.
It was just amazing. It was like pure amphetamine. That's what it felt like, only more pure.
While the interest and allure surrounding vampires has existed in media for over a century now, especially in regards to movies such as Dracula and Twilight, the case of Rod Ferrell kickstarting a vampire clan to murder others is a concept that is definitely unfathomable. Ferrell's establishment of a dark cult led to the tragic murder of a couple in Florida. He was rightfully sentenced to life imprisonment for his role in these crimes and is currently incarcerated in a Florida prison. This serves as a warning against the dangers of manipulation and the devastating consequences of following extremist ideologies. Ferrell's incarceration not only ensures justice for the victims, but also protects society from further harm. It also offers a chance for reflection and potential rehabilitation, although the severity of his actions suggests a long road ahead. Overall, the case highlights the importance of holding individuals accountable for their actions and the need to remain vigilant against the influence of sinister groups. The Sharon Lopatka murder case. As shocking as one true crime case can possibly get, it's a complete wonder as to why the Sharon Lopatka murder case isn't as followed and searched as other cases. As the story goes, Lopatka was murdered by a computer analyst after Lopatka went online and specifically asked her killer to torture her to death as a way of sexual gratification and to fulfill a growing fetish. The case was reportedly the first where a police department arrested a murder suspect with evidence gathered primarily from email messages. While Lopatka and Glass had initially planned a consensual homicide, Glass maintained that the death was an accident, which was corroborated by Lopatka's autopsy. However, police contended the death was intentional. Despite Lopatka's request, Robert Bobby Frederick Glass, the man who murdered her, was convicted and died shortly before serving a federal sentence. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you all liked it. Feel free to share your thoughts in comment section. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on